Hey, this is Nick, and today I'm here to review Summerland, which will be available to stream July 31st, 2020, courtesy of IFC Films. It's a kind of a double period piece, directorial debut of Jessica Swale, starring Gemma, Arterton, and Gugu Mbatha-Raw. It's kind of a lesbian romance character study, if you will. It starts out in 1975 Kent, where Penelope Wilton, playing the aged Alice, is writing what we would eventually describe to be her memoirs. So we backtrack 30 years to where Alice is Gemma Arterton, kind of the town pariah. Everybody thinks she's a witch. Local boys are always destroying her property, and she goes and complains to Tom Courtenay. He says boys will be boys. She's suddenly saddled with an evacuee from London because it's during the war. Frank, played by Lucas Bond, she does not want to take care of this child and tries to rebuke responsibility for him. But she's made to understand that everybody in Kent, because it's wartime, if you get assigned an evacuee, you have to take them. She had received a letter first that she hadn't opened. They, of course, bond. He also becomes friends with the tomboy at school, which all starts to click together very predictably when we learn that Alice had a lesbian relationship some years prior with the woman played by Gugu Mbatha-Raw, who leaves her because Alice does not want children. She'd be fine being a pariah along with her, being a lesbian wherever they want to be, but she doesn't want to deny herself the opportunity to have a child. And it's also important to note that a motif is that Alice is studying, she's writing her own studies about people's historical sightings of floating castles like Fata Morgana, and famous sightings that ended up being the cliffs of Dover, where they are particularly. Of course, Frank's father dies, and then the big reveal is that evacuees aren't automatically assigned to everybody. She was signed up for it by Gugu Mbatha-Raw, who turns out is the boy's mother, even though racially he doesn't look quite like he would be her child, but then that has to be so we don't guess it too early on. So of course Alice is joined by her old flame, and they grow old together and raise Frank, and that's it. And Summerland is a reference to this magical utopia that Alice tells Frank about. It's a little treacly, but if you like a lesbian romance film that you don't have to think a whole lot about, and who cuts up everything nicely for you on a plate, then yeah, it's a nice enough film. Overall, I would give it 2.5 out of 5 stars. Thank you.